guys, just having watermelon for breakfast here, and welcome to another episode of Vegan Health Nutrition. So today's topic is grazing versus 3 meals a day, 3 big meals a day. So what is better for your health and well-being? So before I used to promote grazing much more, and so let me get to my background. So why am I speaking with such a confidence, and why can I give you advice? So, in my opinion, nobody knows everything. Even if somebody speaks with confidence, like Durinator, he himself is in learning process and doesn't know everything. So, take everything from everybody with a grain of salt, and just try it for yourself, experiment for yourself, and if it works, stick with it. But don't just believe someone and push their beliefs on you, and don't question everything. Yeah. So that's not good. You want to question everything. Even if something works for you, some other aspects of their lifestyle might not work for you, okay? So you always wanna experiment, question, and see how you feel, and not just religiously believe what they do. Because Durinator started raw vegan, he was pushing 100% confident about it. A few years later, he's eating Sprite and vegan pizzas. So who knows what's gonna be 3 years later, like everybody's in developing state. So for me it's the same. Like, you might take what I say and try it for yourself, but don't just believe me, like experiment for yourself, and if it doesn't work, fine. You can try something else. So here I am after 6 years high carb vegan, low fat, promoting this lifestyle, but with few changes, and one of them is grazing versus 3 meals. So I started religiously raw vegan, and as you know, like at the beginning your stomach needs to get bigger, so I thought like grazing would be much better option. And then I saw videos of like Michael Arnstein promoting grazing much more, and he said that he feels better, lighter, and he said like all animals in nature would graze on food, and to me it made sense, and that way I could also get more calories. And Durinator said the more calories the better. So I was just like smashing, like some days it was like 6,000 calories, just smashing in dates every day, banana smoothies, like I rarely had like a break in between meals more than 1 hour. So I would always be like carved up and stuff. And if I felt bad, I thought I just need more carbs. So if I had I would be like always like, oh, I need to eat more, So I would be constantly like all day eating, and the only break where I wouldn't eat it was at night. And I thought it was fine. I got a little bit bigger, of course, because I was like smashing in the calories, and my body never had a break. But I didn't see a problem until recently. So like almost 6 years I went on grazing lifestyle, and it was the days when I would be just like drinking juices and sugar water like all the time, And one of the main concerns with grazing would be your teeth, your dental hygiene, your teeth problems would develop much quicker if you graze. And why is that? Because every time you eat, your mouth will be in acidic state, and when you have acidic state in your mouth, the bacteria is reproducing much faster and feeding on the sugar, which is producing the waste. And an acidic environment is bad for your cavities. So you're gonna develop cavities much faster if you're grazing all day, because after meal your mouth is in acidic state, and unless you don't alkalize it with like baking soda or something, you will get your cavities pretty quickly. So I didn't realize that. I didn't research on this much more. Nobody was talking about it. I didn't even floss, so pretty much the food was stuck in there all the time. But the main concern is with acidic environment in your mouth. So that's why I don't recommend grazing primarily because of your teeth issues. And another concern would be also, of course, with like your digestion, and that it never has the chance to like recover or to really digest that food that you already eaten, you know, because you're digesting, like, let's say the watermelon, and if I were to eat like half an hour later, you'll be already digesting some other food, you know. So you want to first have a like proper digestion, proper nutrition absorption of the watermelon, and then maybe, let's say, I'll have lunch in like 2 hours, and then I will have a, so now I'm having like 4 meals. So I'm having breakfast around 8, then I'm having lunch at 11, and then I would have a snack at around 2 or 3, and then I would have a dinner at 7, and that's like bigger meals, and that way my body has time to digest what I have here, and then in 3 hours later I'll have like, I'm ready to have another meal, because the watermelon is already digested, processed, you know. And another thing is you can't really like enjoy yourself, you're like kind of obsessed with the food. So I'll be just like we would go for like 1 or 2 hour hike, and I would bring like 2 kilos of mangoes, just like obsession, like, oh, I'm gonna get undercarb or things like that. Stupid shit, you know, like, because the Durinator is like promoting it with such a confidence, like always stay carved up, and in my head it was like, oh shit, if I go like 2 hours without eating, I'm gonna be like so undercarb. So that's why you want to take everything with a grain of salt, you know, like, just don't take everything, you know, just because Durinator's advice worked from the beginning, the hiker vegan lifestyle, doesn't mean that you should take everything too seriously, you know, like eat until you puke, and this stuff is just like nonsense. But it's got some good things to say. It's just like you have to like try it for yourself and see what works. Don't just like religiously believe one person. Yeah, so the obsession with food, man, it's just like, you know, like you can go a little bit hungry without, like, if you feel a little bit hungry, it's okay. And I don't understand, like, you wait too long if you feel a little bit hungry. It's just facepalm. And he's not even grazing, he's having 3 big meals a day, and if you see what he's eating, he's not even eating that much as he promotes, you know. So have 3 or 4 big meals a day, and don't fall out for grazing, because it can be dangerous, mainly for your teeth. I ran into some teeth issues, of course, got many cavities now I need to fix or heal. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next episode of Vegan Health Nutrition.